Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing on our Stormworks journey into space. So in the last video I built this amazing little thing. And yeah, it works pretty good. I just need to add a few more buttons to it. Oh, probably. I was thinking about doing this. It's a bit of work. So we could say like left, right. Up and down. Just not. Let's see. I'm just not too sure how I'll be able to combine these. Let's see here. So yeah, let's get a composite in on node on this microcontroller. Composite, and we'll say panel in. Ooh, that might not work. Yeah, we're gonna have to make this bigger because we need inputs and we're gonna need an output. I'm pretty sure for the panels. Composite, panel in, and this one's panel out. So the way the panels work, and this will be an output. All right, let's update that. Right, so the way the panels work is they have 4 channels, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can set up 4 individual nodes, 1, 2, 3, 4. But probably I'm going to need a panel A, and then I'll need another composite out. Panel B. All right, now let's go inside the microcontroller. And then we have our panel in. So let's update this. And the first thing I want to do is I want to connect our panels. And I should be able to connect both of these. No, just one per input. All right. So we need another one. All right, panel A in, panel B in, and we're going to update that. And so how do I want these panels to look? Let's see here. This one. Probably an arrow button. Up. Yeah, and that could be channel 1. And this one will be channel 2. And this can also be an arrow button. But that's going to go down. Okay, and then this is going to be pitch. Actually, I think that's going to be Z. So I'm just going to do that. Z plus, Z minus. And this is going to be channel 3, and this is going to be channel 4, and then this will be, they're both going to be arrows. Except this one will be down. Oh no, this can be left, and this one can be right. This can be right. And this will have to be arrow buttons. And this can be, oh, actually this should be up and down. These ones should be up and down. Up. This one should be down, and this one should be Y plus, and this one will be Y negative. Okay, so panel B is Y. All right. Let's see if I can just have to write this down so I can remember here. Let's see. 1 and 2 is Z, and 3 and 4 is X, and then 1 and 2 is Y. All right, now I got that figured out. Okay, so we're going to come back and do our microcontroller, and these are our X, Y, and Z here. Which we had buttons coming from the seat, and now we're going to replace those with our control panel. So that's B. So panel A in, we're probably going to need a composite read on off. Oh, no, we'll need a composite write on off, and we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 channels. And we're going to be starting at channel 13. I'm going to confirm that. Let's just look at the composite here. As we want to do the rotate. Body rotate starts at 13. Yeah. So, and then we have, I think it just goes X, Y, Z, right? Yeah, X, Y, and Z. Okay. So this is X, positive and negative, which is channel 3 and 4. Oh boy. All right, let's, do we need, I just want to focus on this here for now. I don't think we need all of this. Let's move this out of here. And we'll just take this for now. Put this into focus. Okay. We're actually going to need 2 of these composite read on, composite write on offs. And this is only going to have 4 channels in it. This is going to have 2 channels in it. And this is going to be Y. So I think that's going to be 15. So it should be channel 15 and 16, and this should be channel 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So this is going to have to be 6, and I'll have to skip those 2 channels, and those 2 channels can be on there. I think that's right. Is that right? It probably doesn't even matter. Probably matters. Yeah, I'll have to do it that way. I think that's how that goes in. All right, so panel A, and then out to panel A. But we're going to test this. I'll send this to the moon, and we'll test it right away anyhow. Panel A comes in on these channels. Now, oh, I need a, before we can do that, I do need a composite read on off. All right, and I could probably change the read channels on here too, actually. Let's say 13, and this could be channel 14, which is X. (13) and 14. Oh no, this will have to be the buttons coming in from the, I'm getting confused here. This will have to be the coming in from the panel. 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we're doing doing X right now? All right, it starts at 13. Yeah, we're doing X right now. So X is 3 and 4. All right, so now I got to go back into my microcontroller and change that to channel 3 and 4. So this will be channel 3. This will be channel 4. There we go. Panel A, 3 and 4. And that's going to go out to channel A. Now, I don't know if I need the... Yeah, I don't think I need to carry that. All right. So we'll update that. And then, what was the other one? Was Y, was it? Z, which is 17 and 18. All right, but that's also channel 1 and 2. So we need 2 of these. That's channel 1. This is going to be channel 2. And then we're going to 17 and 18. So we're going to come here and we're going to come here. I think that's right. Should be something like that. Then we need 2 more. 1 and 2. And that should come in from panel B. And this will be 2, and then this should come into here like this. And like that. A little bit confusing. Well, let's test it on the moon now. And these... Well, I don't even have to test it on the moon. Actually, I could just test it right here on the ground. Just see if it fires. All right, so we'll update that. Let me make sure I have electricity to my comps panels. Save that. Spawn that. You know, I probably would help if I connected that to the system. Would probably help if I, these need to go out to here, to the thrusters. So, how can we do this? Let's see, can I... We'll need to chain these through. Let's see if that works. No, these buttons aren't working. All right, I'll have to figure this out. Probably get rid of this, actually. And we will get rid of these X, Y, and Z rotation. So let's figure out which one was which. This one was, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Button pressing, button pressing. X. 13 and 14 is X. All right. So that's channel 3 and 4, which is this one here. So let's try this. Let's see. 13 and 14. And then that means should be 15 and 16. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What's going on here? Yeah, 18. Positive, negative, positive, negative. But we've got 2 here. What? Does this need to be 19? No. All right, well, let's just check to see if those are going to work first off, and then I'll... I think I might need a little bit more coffee here. Holy moly. Holy moly. Need some more coffee. Oh, that worked. One button worked. Y minus worked. Maybe I got my panels confused. I must have my panels confused. Oh, this one's not even hooked up. That'll explain it. Let's see. Panel A in. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's see here. Let's see. Helps if I have everything hooked up. So panel A in. This should be panel A here. All right. Let's see if that works. Just appears to be backwards. That is supposed to be Z, plus and minus. Channel 1 and 2, which should correlate to, oh, that's probably why. So on this panel, we can do X, which is 3 and 4. Y. That explains that. Okay, and then Y is 16 and 17? 15 and 16. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, all right. Body rotate X, body rotate Y. Oh, and then I have Z on. Z has to be on its own panel. So 1 and 2 are Y, and 3 and 4 are X. And that means that 1 and 2 is 13 and 14. No, 1 and 2 is 15 and 16. Okay, all right. I think that's how I got that set up there. Yeah. This should be channel 3 and 4. Okay, that makes sense. So this is Y, this is X, and then now we need to do Z. But I feel like I'm missing a channel here. What was this one here? I think I did skip a channel. Yeah, I think I skipped a channel here. This can go down here. That makes a bit more sense. Oh. All right, so I can delete that now that I know what I'm doing, and then I can actually get rid of those out nodes. Let's see, panel B, output, we don't need that, and panel A, we don't need that, but we do need the inputs from the panels. All right, now let's take this thing to the moon and test it out. Update. Okay, save. All right, we'll exit this. Go into the add-on editor. Nice. Welcome to the stream, Ali. I am building a vessel for the moon. And then I'll be adapting my main rocket ship to carry this little vessel. Not in this stream, but eventually. Oh, it's loading. All right, so we are on the moon. We are on the moon. That was quick. Holy moly. Already here. Don't need a spacesuit. Oh yeah, that was just the interior lights. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, let's see if we can take off. Oh, and I want position stability. So we'll take off here. Okay, that's causing me to rotate that way. Oh, perfect. And that one's not connected. All right, so these just need to be turned around a little bit. Cool, now we're flying on the moon. All right. No, I haven't tested out the weight blocks yet. We're pretty much at our maximum. Pretty much at our maximum here. If I wanted to carry a lot of weight, we'll have to use the jet engines, the thrusters, the gas thrusters, I think, unfortunately. See if I can touch down here. No, we don't want to. Oh, that was hard. Wow, first person on the moon is all right. So I guess we could say that's a minor success. These buttons need to be reversed. And I don't know why these... Oh, because that panel's not hooked up. All right. So we'll just exit the test area. Yeah, it's incredibly maneuverable. This little guy, with the when you're in space and there's no gravity or low gravity, you just this thing flies, absolutely flies. All right, so let's go back to here. Connect that other panel. Change the direction of the arrow keys. This panel here needs to go to panel B. And then I think we need a... All right. And these arrows... I think that's right. All right, so those are opposites. And that's up, and that should be down. All right. But that's channel's not working for some reason. I don't know why. Should be this one here, input 12. Input 12. That is our Y. Panel B? No. Should be I don't even know. All right, panel B is one of these was supposed to be Y. Let me check here. Let me check the confusing myself here. Channel Y is, that's why 16 and 17 is supposed to be on its own panel. All right, so that'll be these two channels here. 16 and 17 are supposed to be on these ones here. Up, down. Maybe that makes more sense. Let's test that out. Oh, I should save it. If you don't save it and the game crashes, you're, whoops, out of luck, which happened to me yesterday. All right, so right, left, down, up, and then this should be I don't know why why positive doesn't want to fire. Seems a bit strange. All right, well, we saved it. Let's test it on the moon real quickly just to make sure the everything works. Delete that. Load vehicle. Show on map true. Let's see, save that there. All right. Test location. Let's go to the moon. All right, so we'll put our position stability on. Rotation stability, I don't think works anymore. That allows us to take off. See what kind of height I can get, and then I can. It's a little bit heavy for the thrusters. Position stability should hold it in space. But because we're a little bit heavy, it wants to pull it back down towards the surface of the moon. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. And that, I don't know why that's not... Oh, that works. That works. And then I can turn it. Oh, this rotates on... Oh, this is the Z rotation. Ooh, that's cool. And this will be our X rotation. And this is supposed to be our Y rotation. For some reason... Y plus doesn't want to work. Only one side wants to work. I guess that's okay. I guess I'll just have to spin around in circles. Only do right-hand turn. Oops. So eventually I'll have to figure out why that's not working, but I don't know. Propellers don't do anything in space. No, the atmospheres are extremely low. The only thing that works are the RCS thrusters and the gas engines. That's it. Jet engines don't work. I was debating on maybe making a car that had these rockets on it, just as like to cross the surface of the moon. It would go so fast. But I like this. This thing's cool. Just like that. It's not very fast. It won't cross the moon. It has the fuel. It has the fuel. So, all right, we'll exit this now. Let's exit this. All right, let's go back to here. Yeah, all the thrusters are at 100% as well. Yeah, it seems that one of these nodes doesn't want to work. So maybe it's a bug. Maybe I'll do some more testing, but it seems to me like there's a bug with one of these nodes. Oh, and then one of these tanks was empty. Right. All right. So let's save this guy. And now we're going to do a new vehicle, and we are going to load, or I'm going to load my spaceship. Now this ship has to be converted. Let's see here. This was the old one. Oops. One of these was the door. That one there. All right. These aren't going to matter. I don't plan on launching this while I'm in space. I might make another version which has a different launch bay, so we can use them in space. What do I need to do? I need to connect these thrusters. Oh yeah, and I was trying to install a thruster there before we can test it. Okay, so a couple of things. Let's get this. Let's see here. Let's get the rocket engine installed first, and then we will modify the cargo bay. Let's see. How am I going to do that? It's telling me this is in the way. Oh, and this, we're going to be deleting this to the crane. This is all going to have to go. This guy's going to have to go. Yeah, probably what I'll do is I'm just going to redo this whole cargo area. Get rid of that, and probably that. All right, this will have to be something, storage or something like that. And then we'll have to put the air tanks, have to find an area back here for the air tanks. All right. Now, can we get this guy in here? Yes, we can. Perfect. It's got to be equal with the bottom. Perfect, just like that. Now, where is the top of the... Oh! There it is. Oxygen. Oh, perfect. Just everything lines right up. Nice. And hydrogen. Okay, so that works. Then we have, what do we have? I had that hooked up to the seat, right? 6, was it? Jet thrusters. Landing thruster 5. Let's see. Ooh, let's just test that for a second here. I don't want to get confused. These things are all the handles are in the way now. Okay, so if I turn that on, and then it would be 5. All right, so that doesn't connect to anything else. Okay. Where are we here? Landing thruster. Oh yeah, it was connected to... All right. This jet engine here. And this jet here. Okay, now hopefully that's going to get us onto the surface of the moon. Let's get rid of this handle. Let's get rid of this handle. Yeah, I'll need to embed these handles, and you're right, they're all in the way. These hallways are a bit wide. I'll need to make them narrower for space, but that's okay. We'll make a different one for space. This one's not for space. This one's for the moon. What a mess. What a mess this one has become. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to see if I can fit this thing. Let's go to our selection grid. Let's load some content here. If I can fit this into the cargo bay, I want to see how I have to modify the bay. So it would need to sit like that. Yeah, basically come right out the side. Go one lower for the door. Oh, we're right down. Okay, so that's where that will have to sit. So the door basically has to come up above there. All right, well, that's no big deal. Or is it? Or is it? That actually is kind of a big deal. That is kind of a big deal. Oh boy. I wonder if I can't make that much lower. One block. All right, pipes are in the way. Doors in the way. It does fit underneath there, which is nice. It's just the tail, huh? So if I came this way by 1. That would be ideal. All right, let's see if I can drop it down by one. It's telling me this was in the way too. Well, if I drop it down by one, then I have to extend the door. Oops, what am I doing here? Whoopsies. Yeah, it can be hard to find a decent build angle in this, especially when you got a lot going on. All right, here. Trying to talk and drink my coffee at the same time before my coffee goes cold. Okay, so that gives us our one block, and then let's see if we can extend the That's part of the body there. I suppose this part doesn't matter. This could have holes in this area. It doesn't have to be an airlock. I don't think this is going to work that way. I don't think this is going to work that way. Like, it works there. Coming out of the side, I don't know. I use free mode. Yeah, I don't use orbit mode. Or do we want this thing to, like, maybe come out the top? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, actually. You know what? This door should fold down. I should have a door on this side that folds down. And then what do I do for up above? I guess I could, you know, this is all cosmetic for now. We can always get rid of this stuff here. I'll have to figure. Oops. I mean, we are going to the moon, right? So we may as well make this kind of like cooler. whatever that means, we got to make this cooler because we're going to the moon, right? It's got to be cooler. Okay, so I could almost. Where does it open up here? Where does the cargo bay? The door goes to there. So that's our. I'll have to move the parachute. And then the door goes to. Oh, extends. One past on that side. Yeah. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, I could probably just grab it with the selection grid and just delete it all. I don't know how to do any of those fancy. I've only been playing for about 2,000 hours, and building, so I don't really know how to fully use the build mode yet. I don't. I think I probably need a few more hours before I can figure this out, or just stop being so lazy. That's right. That's right. If you're not cool on the moon, what are you even doing? I like it. I like it. Yeah, I just think like the original idea was that the door would open up similar to the car, and then it would slide out on the side, and that would be our pad, our helicopter pad. But then I'm just seeing how this might be our habitat, and then maybe on the roof, the upper area is where we're gonna have our little rescue machine at. To me, that seems a bit better. Then I can build all the habitat stuff down below, and I don't have to worry about this. And then now what we can do is we can have a neat couple of cool doors. Oh, I messed up and I didn't mess up. So. Yeah, we could have a couple of doors on the roof that open up, which I think would look really really neat. But I got just so much pipe work. Every time you open up a wall, there's pipes. Because I had this. First, this was just a rocket. And it was designed as a rocket. And then I had this, like, the shuttle that I built before the space update. So I was like, okay, I'll just combine the two together. And I never bothered to really delete much of what was inside. I was like, I'll figure it out, right? Whoops. Okay, so now that we have that, this is going to change slightly, but we'll have to figure out a new way to access up above. But I think that's how that's going to work. That makes more sense. This could be habitat here, and then I don't know what we're going to do here. And that way, when we grab this, oh yeah, that's much better. It'll sit in here like that. And then I'm not restricted to... How far forward can I go? One more? Yeah, perfect. Because it would be nice to have like a little command center, I don't know what you call it, on this ship. And we'll put video feed on the little hospital. Can't really talk and build at the same time. I'm really sorry if my starting and stopping is annoying you. Okay. Yeah, so something like that I think would be really neat. And look at that. It just fits in there if we did that. So we can either have access on this side here, through here, so we can climb out here, and we can come up. And that can give us access to this. Or we have the backside now. Can build a ladder in here, something like that. And then that means we have this whole space in here, which we can build for habitat. I really like that. So now what we're going to do is just, I'm going to delete this door. I did say these next few videos were going to be long, a lot of building, right? Because a lot of converting. And we still have to build airlocks and all that sort of stuff. So. And that means I can lift this back up. You know, the more clearance, the better. Especially when it comes to moving around in space. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can fill that right in now. Nice. Ooh, how do I want to do that? Let's see here. White for now so it's easy to see. Is that right? I gotta come out one more. One more. That black is really hard to see sometimes. All right, one more. That. Cool. How does it look on the other side here? Square. All right, so that can be that. This can be our, I guess I don't need this button anymore. This will be our habitat area. Do I still need this here? I think I do. All right, so may as well fill that into there. All right, and now I'll have to think about what we can do here for this. Let's do that here. Nice, I like it. Mm-hmm. We'll have beds. All kinds of stuff in here. All right. So, let's put some stairs in here for now, I guess. I don't know. 2, 3, 4. Cool. Something. I don't know. There's going to be something here. A wall or something. I don't know. We'll probably... this will have to change. This was crane controls. So those are all going to have to get moved and changed. Yeah. Let's not focus on that right now. Let's just focus on getting this in here. So now, do you think one hard point is going to be enough? Yeah, games room too. Yeah, do you think one hard point is going to be enough to hold this onto the ship? Okay, so let's save this, and then let's load this guy. And let's just put him on the front. Inside. And now off of this, I could connect RPS to this hard point. Is that right? And air and stuff comes off of that hard point. Yeah, I guess so. That would be our... Yeah, so then I just would need to supply air. So we'll save that to that. Load this. Right, I'll have to supply air to this hard point. Is that right? And it'll pass through. Fluid. Yeah. That's cool. Only fluids. Okay, yeah. And then... I think I have a battery somewhere on this ship. I think there's a battery somewhere. Okay, so we go back to our selection grid. Let's... Oh, that's low. All right, let's clear content, load. Yeah, should get away with that. So if I paste that in there, and we'll save this. We'll save this as... that way I can make a couple of different versions. This would be the moon shuttle, and I can make some different ones. It would be nice to be able to go to space, eventually figure out how to stop in space. I'll need a lot more thrusters and stuff, and then kind of have like a mothership where I can launch these little, you know. All right, let's see how that works. Oh yeah, it's stuck on there. I'll have to no clip up there because I don't have any. Nice. Yeah, okay, one hard point, yeah. Well, we'll have to test it, right? And now these go to this thruster here. Okay, so I'll have to reroute those probably through the floor. So now what I want to do, I want to see about the door. Let's see. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be sealed. It just would be nice and doesn't have to be sealed, but it would be nice to have. Let's see here. I wonder if I can get away with that. Oh, these are just square, right? These are just square. So this actually doesn't even matter. I guess I just wanted to use these hinges, but I could probably use regular hinges instead. It's just those hinges are so smooth. These ones here, the robotic door hinges, are so smooth. So instead, I am going to use the robotic door hinges. Just because they seem to have a lot of power. All right, so we're not going to do this, and we're not going to do this. And what I'll do is I'll build a false interior, like a false inside door. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to... Right, but it's going to have to be a lot bigger than that. One-time blow-off door, yeah. Just launches it. Whoosh, that's it. We're on the moon. We don't need that part anymore. Just leave it here. Let's see here. We probably go to there. Yeah, something like that. And it'll have to taper down from maybe there. What's going on here? Is that going to be enough? Yeah, that might actually be enough right there. Cool. That should go up. This should go up at least one more. At least one more. We can do that, and then that can come up to there. Let's see, how do I want to blend that in? It's not very aerodynamic. We'll have to sort of maybe add some. Have to add some smoothness to this. Some smoothness. Maybe something like that. Oh boy. Well, that didn't work out too terribly bad. Question mark? Yeah, I think that'll have to look all right, and the front's gonna need to be the same. Cool. So now for this, I guess it's just simple. We've got to come up one more. Through the door? No, we can't have that. It's got to be clear, right? Got to have the clearance to take off. That wants to come into there. I'll have to lower. I'm going to bring these down to the floor anyway, so I'll have to lower these guys. And I'll have to add, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, sci-fi stuff all around it. Sci-fi stuff, he says. Like fluid ports and, all that kind of stuff, right? The interior decorating, buttons and lights. Really going to go through it. Okay, so this come through here like that. And then what I want to do is I want to merge this with that. And then I want to merge. Oh. Why are there no hinges on this side? Oops. All right. Now we have our two separate. Oh, I see. I can only do one door at a time. No, I'm not in mirror mode. Wait. Let's try that again in mirror mode. Yeah, there we go. That gets to the other side. Good. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're going to open up. One opens up one way, one's going to open up the other way. This is the double door. Either like that or actually this here can be all right. Now we just have to take care of this side here. Oh, this goes into here. What is this? Just a void space? Is that all that is? It's down there. Well, that's down into there. Okay, perfect. Trying to eliminate some weight here. There's so much weight already. And this is going to have to go through the floor as well. All right, so I'll fill that in after. Let's see. Let's get this going here. All right. Where does it go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that'd be nice if it patches into there. All right. It actually kind of looks better than this side here. All right. Okay, so now what I'll do is, let's see, we had a door. We already had a door switch set up here. I think it was this one here. And then, well, I need to find the door button. All right, so crane lock, let's get rid of that crane lock. We don't need, I don't think we need, it's just that one there, right? Door out, yeah. Okay, and then let's test this out. I'll just put a button here. And that way I can just run over to this side, see how it looks. We will connect that to the door out button. Save that. Spawn that. Well, you want like the tail maybe to poke out into space? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I like that. That's cool. Here, I'll just sit in the seat just to... Neat. Now, landing is going to be a whole different story. Maybe I'll extend the back a little bit. Well, we should be all right to get in here. Nice. Okay. So now I just have to determine what I want to do next. Yeah, you know what? I think I can actually bring that back. Where are we here? Maybe extend it to here. We'll see. I'll figure that out once we do the some of the landings and the testing and that. We'll see. Nice. All right, now I guess could go to the moon and test it. Not yet. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Not quite ready to go to the moon just yet. Right, and now this. We need the crew area. I'm going to get rid of these barometers that I put in here just so I don't confuse myself here with all this mumbo jumbo. The mumbo jumbo. And then these handles here, I'm going to redo, I'll embed them or something. Okay. Okay, so then the other thing I need to do is I need to connect this. Let's do that right away before I forget. And I was thinking we just come right through the floor with that. Oh yeah, it's a mess in here. It's a mess in here. All right, where's our floor? Floor is here. I'm just gonna do this. Where's it coming through? Well, it steps up. Well, that's why. What on earth is going on here? So that's going to come into there. Holy moly. And that'll have to come up through there. And where's the rocket? Like the regular, like the standard shipping containers, you mean? I mean, I guess I could find out. I could just put a container in there and see it. It's 11 wide, so I know the width will fit. I'm not too sure about the length. Oh boy. What a pain it is to modify. Okay, so now I'm back here. Was this my two? These are them here, huh? Oh boy. 2, 3. All right. Whew. 11 by 11 by 29. I'll tell you right now how wide it is. It's 26 blocks long. So I'd have to extend it a little bit to get a regular container in here. I'm just patching right now. I'm just eliminating doors until I figure out a clear direction of travel in the ship. Okay, and now what's all this? It's just that there. And what's all this here? These are light buttons. Okay, there should be a light in there, and there should be a light in there. And if I... do that. All right, let's take our logic here. Light. Light. Okay. This room's going to need a light, and the other room's going to need a light also. Do we worry about that right now, or do we just go to the moon and test it out? Huh? All right, I'm going to save that. Just cool. Now these magnets, the original idea was that so I wouldn't bounce off the surface of the moon. I would just land on these magnets. But as you can see, they're like in line with the Maybe these rear ones will work. Probably just eliminate these ones actually. They've got friction pads. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll take some friction pads on pistons. And then as I'm approaching the moon, the pistons can come down with the friction pads, and I can try and land on those. Yeah, that might work actually. Still a lot to consider. And then air for this guy. Okay. So we're getting organized. We're getting organized. We need another parachute. I'm actually surprised I spelled that. I really am. We'll put a parachute there. And let's see, we'll get one there. I know I have a parachute button in the cockpit there, so hold on. The parachutes do work. They do actually slow you down. They do work when you're going to the moon. All right. So I want to say that now I want to test it. Oh, I guess I'm going to need a button to disconnect the hardpoint, right? Aren't I? Oh, that's cool. Activate the ordnance. Oh, interesting. That's the search and destroy stuff. I haven't even gotten into that yet, other than missiles and stuff. Okay, so that'll work. We can save that. All right, let's take it for a test run and just see if one hard point is enough to keep the... let's just see what moves. Let's see if I need to change anything. It looks neat. It looks neat. Oh, and then the rocket engines. I'll have to figure out another spot for the rocket engines, I think. Maybe I'll put them in the wings or something. Well, I'll admit, or cover them up. But it does look neat. Needs more solar panels on the sides. Solar panels on the bottom, too. Well, it does look cool. Oh, no, I might crash. No, don't crash. They tweaked the jet engines, and they're a lot faster now. Like before, it used to take a lot of effort to get this thing to move. It does not take that effort anymore. Like I'm gonna have to bring this right back to 2. Oh, that might. Let's try that. Is that not enough to get us moving here? Oh yeah, we're moving. We're moving. Barely. Something's going on. Now I won't taxi every time, obviously, because it takes a little bit. I'm just taxiing now. I don't know why. I'm playing around. Really, I'm having so much fun with this right now. All right, so we'll line up on the runway, and then we will take off. Just to see how everything handles on its way to space. Really, what's going on here? What is going on? That wind, look, the wind. That's what the wind is doing. Is that the wind? Pushing me around? Ah! Now what do I do? Let's see if I can go sideways here. Something is going on. I don't think I disconnected anything. There's something in this, in the little ship that I built. Oh man, this is... Can we go back? Am I too far? I'm too far away to... Oh man, I'm too far away to... Go back. Oh, well, we're committed now, I guess. Oh, I'm going to have to load. I am really sorry. That's messed up. There's something inside the little ship that keeps throwing it around. I don't know what it is. The rocket thrusters, yeah, they could use a little bit of, after playing with them for a little while, they could use a little bit of work. So, sorry you had to watch me taxi for nothing. They might even be the ropes. It might actually be the ropes inside the, let me see here. This one here. It might be these that are throwing it around. All right. Let's try that one more time. What I'll do is I'll just taxi out, and then I'll take off that way, and then that way I don't have to worry about nothing. It'll be really quickly. That was odd. I don't know why I suddenly slid sideways. All right, let's try this again. Let's see. Throttle 3. That should get us out of here. And then fuel pump systems. Main thruster on. Brakes are off. Let's see. Takeoff is on. Let's turn that there. Everything is good. Just takes a minute for the engines to come up to speed. And then we'll start moving. There's just not quite enough runway for me to take off straight and go. All right, we're moving now. Turn that down a little bit just to give me a little bit of... Yeah, I'm not moving now. All right. Oh. You really got to be careful when you take off of your angle. So what I'm going to do is I'll need to adjust this so I can adjust the rudder angle. Where are we here? Stabilizer. It's got more weight in it now too. So oof. Too much weight in it. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, it's got a little bit too much weight in it, and that top thruster is just not quite enough. So I'll probably have to add a second thruster to the nose just for takeoff. Give us that clean takeoff. Yeah, that's what I'll do, the test thing. Yeah, I'll just take the ship out of the hangar and do that. Where are we here? Oh, wow. We're already at 28,000 feet? We're already in space? Holy, that was quick. That was quick. Now we don't have to worry about aerodynamics. We are in space. Awesome. So that made it. Okay, well, that's fine. And now we'll take off the stabilizers and see if... Yeah, those are still connected. It's going to take a little bit more fuel also to get to the moon with the weight that we have. Well, I want to test these new thrusters out also just to see if they're going to be strong enough to see what we can do here. Maybe I'll adjust the time of day. Got to make sure we can reach the... Either have to go around the moon. Come this way, actually. Quite a bit. So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. Now I just have to make sure I can make it to space or to the moon. I might have to... I don't know if I'll have to crank the rocket speed up. It's funny, you can't really maneuver in space. All these rockets, so it's... see where we get to on the moon. If it'll even let us get to our spot here. The approach is, it's always a little different every time. It always depends on how you take off. It's always a little different. But we are definitely, I think we're actually going to overshoot the moon on this one. Which means we'll have to start doing this here. Yeah, it is. It is nice. It is nice. The big one, the trash can, I'll take that up. That takes almost 45 minutes to get to the moon on that one. It's so slow, and the whole time you're fighting and fighting to keep it upright. It's hilarious. All right, so let's see here. Basically, we want to get to the top and just land on the top of the moon, but we're so far away linearly. Like we're still... Which is why I crashed so hard the other day. Because I went above the moon and then I shot back down towards the moon with these rocket engines, right? Doing whatever, 1,000 meters a second. All right, so now we have to do this. Try to stop ourselves. Oh, and I lost it. Yeah, we're gonna shoot right over it. Oh man. I'll have to figure out the astronomy sensor because it gives you all 3 points, right? It gives you your your trajectory and then your distance to the moon and distance to the Earth. And I think your trajectory, if it's at 0, it means you're on your where you want to be. Hold on, what's going on here? We're still going up. Whoa! Yeah, whatever that was. So you saw that, and now the spaceship's all destroyed. Right? So whatever that was. That's what happens when you approach the moon. Depending on your angle when you approach the moon, it'll just do that. And now what? I'm screwed. That didn't have anything to do with... Ah, man. It's not painted like a trash can, but it's gray. It looks like a trash can. Man, that's BS. Yeah, so sometimes when you approach the moon, depending on your angle to the moon, you'll get to a certain point, and depending on where you are, you'll just spin out of control like you just saw there. Why, I don't know. It's a Stormworks thing. That's all I can say. It's a Stormworks thing. So yeah, so that's why sometimes your approach to the moon is really important. All right, so it turns out we're a little top heavy. Going through the atmosphere. So I wonder maybe if I add a couple of fins to it. Maybe we'll have a better chance. I've done enough approaches to the moon now to know that this game is to know that what just happened there was Stormworks. It wasn't me. It was totally Stormworks. It's happened to me a lot. All right, now I think it's up and down as our. All right, let's see that there. That should work. Oh man. It's either too many physics bodies or I don't know. It's just the angle that you approach it at. When you get to the moon, it loads a different instance, I guess, from space. And depending on where you are, it happens to me a lot. It just spins you off. It can be frustrating. All right. Well, anyway, so far, so good. We can leave that hard point there. I can always add, maybe I'll add another hard point to the backside is what I'll do here. Actually, maybe that's what would be smart on the tail. Yeah, as you saw there, lost the wings and everything. So we can just do that. Oh, I see. That just gives you an indicator that's been launched. All right. Well, that's more. One hard point is more than enough to hold the vehicle in place. 2 should be plenty. Now what? I guess I don't want to test it out again. I'll test it later on to go to space. I think now maybe just kind of decorate the. Let's try and figure out this crew area here. So. This button here. Yeah, this one here is going to be meant for the moon, and we'll make one for space, and that way we can have 2 different setups. So this side here will get you into here. Where do I want the airlock? All right, so we need a barometer on the outside somewhere. Which is going to give us our outside atmospheres. It's too bad I'm using I'd like to use these doors, but they're so big. They're so big. They're massive. All right, so then what? Let's see. What we need to do is need a barometer in here. Okay, and so this is going to be our airlock here. So let's get a monitor. Maybe just a 1x2 for now. Let's put it in the wall. What am I thinking here? So on the screen, we want engine stats. We want this guy somewheres. Put him there. Probably if I put a reaction wheel on this too, it might actually be a little better on the approach for the moon. Yeah, I can make a pretty small custom door too. Yeah, you're right. I might just change that into a custom door, actually. All right, so that's going to be that, and then we have our engine stats, and then I'm going to need a couple of tanks here. All this, right, is going to add weight to the vehicle, so we'll have to recalibrate it. Oh, I can't. I don't have the room for some more massive tanks. Oh, that's brutal. What about on the side? No. Top, no. Yeah, I'll need twice the amount. Let's see. What am I trying to do? Oh, I guess I had to delete that. What am I trying to do here? I am just trying to create a I don't want to lose the air that's in here. So if I can, I'd like to do that. And I'd like to have a valve. All right, and then maybe I can fit a couple of tanks in here. Can fit one large tank in there. I wonder if that's going to be enough. Let's see here. Yeah, I think the thing is I want to have one room that I can get in and out to. Like, this is our moon room. So when we land on the moon, we need to have one room that we can lower the pressure on so I can get in and out of the spaceship. We can lower and increase the pressure. So what's our gas level is 5,300. So that's almost a large tank. So this whole area is almost a large tank. That's pretty good. And then what is the all right, I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to, I know it looks kind of weird, but I just want to see the capacities of the tanks. So this capacity is 1,000, and this, yes. I mean, like, I either need five small ones, five large ones, or, oh. I thought this one wasn't working. Of course it wasn't working. I never finished hooking it up. That's why it wasn't working. All right. Don't need those. There we go. That should make take off a little bit better. The approach to the moon a little bit better. Okay, so this room here is our where we're gonna enter and exit the spaceship. So that means I'll get rid of this door here. So there's no confusion. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If I make one whole room one giant tank, if I open the door to space, I lose all that air, and then I have to replace it somehow. So I either have to replace it with stored gas that I carry with me, or in this case, I can suck all the air out of this room into a tank. Right? So I'll be standing in this room. Suck all the air out into a tank, and then I'll be able to enter and exit, and this will be our enter and exit room into space. So I'm wondering if this monitor is in the wrong spot. It's probably in the wrong spot. Because we want to be in here when all the action goes on. So let's put the monitor... That's for the door. Let's put it here. All right, now we've got my engine stats. What do we want here? The inside. We're going to change this around a little bit here. Go into my Lua block. And this one is going to be space. And this one is going to be ship. Change that. Space and ship. Now, temp is space and RPS is ship. All right, now we go to this barometer here, and we'll plug him to space, and then we'll take this barometer, and this will be ship. And then we'll need one more button. And this will be balance out. Oh, and we'll probably need one more for balance in. Okay, and then we're gonna need, I guess we're gonna need one more barometer in this area as well. And this is gonna tell us our ship balance. So we'll have to add another node to that, which is just a number node. And this will be ship balance. All right, and we come in here, and this is gonna need now 3 channels. Channel 3, go back into our Lua block, and we'll have to copy this. We'll need all 3 here. Ship balance is going to be number 3. And this can be maybe 14. can be balance. Oh, that's going to be too long, I think. Just like that. Oh. Like custom tanks full of gases, you mean? Full of hydrogen and all that sort of stuff? Is that where you're... All right, so this has got air in it. We're actually going to need another tank here. Another tank, or we're going to be constantly losing air. Let's see. Unless I want to put 2 large tanks in this area. I'm just going to finish connecting these. This thruster, man. I tell ya. All right. Jeepers, I got nowhere to put this large tank. I need two large tanks for that room. Oh, and then this area here. Oh yeah, this is okay. This can all be exposed to space. This doesn't matter over here. This can be exposed. What about this? Can we get rid of that? We can. Ooh. Oh, it's this pipe here that's in the way, huh? Oh, that won't matter. I can only fit one there anyways. So, like, it's either 5 large tanks or 1 giant tank. All right, so if I can't do that... maybe I can fit a bunch of giant tanks in here. Or, oops. I guess that's kind of redundant. Let's see here. No, I need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even get 4. I can get 3 of them. Do I have a lot in here? Put a couple in here, I guess. All right, let's make sure we're balanced. Yeah, I'll have to see about that. I know they're going to make changes to how the custom tanks work. You're right. What my original plan? I have a ship. I have an LNG ship, which is set up with custom tanks ready for gas, and I was going to take the seawater, refine it into fresh water, and then extract the gases. But there's no way to store it, right? So my hope is that next year with these updates, they're going to give us the ability to store gases at the ports or refine gases or make gases instead of just spawning gases in a tank. That's my hope, anyhow. I don't, you know. Yeah, I could make a prep vehicle. That would be cool too, actually. I just don't want to go too crazy because I know that there's changes coming for this, and there's updates coming for space. I know that in 2024. So I just don't want to do too much and then have to revert, right? I know Stormworks and I know the developers now, and I understand that they'll introduce something and you'll play with it, and then they're going to add changes to it. I know that. So, yeah, nothing against Stormworks. That's good. They should be adding changes to it, right, as you play with it and adapt it. All right. So I need 2 more of these tanks now. I wonder. Oh, that worked out really well. Okay, so these are all going to have to be empty just for air. That's a lot just for one single airlock. We need 5 of these tanks. But to me, it doesn't make sense to. It makes sense to keep the air, right? Oops. And then I know, like, what about this here? With the CO2 and that, well, I'm gonna be in a spacesuit for now, and I'll have to have an area. That's gonna be in here. The life support is gonna be in here, so you can be in this section without needing your spacesuit. But I think to be in here, probably be prudent to have your spacesuit on. All right. So this is gonna come into here. Okay. Oh, and then we're gonna need a couple of pumps here. See if we can test this out. One's going to be in, one's going to be out, right? What do we got here? This is fluid out. And this is fluid in. All right. So that can be air in. Maybe this is where we'll have our valves instead of here. Air in. There's just no room to work. That's fluid out. Right, so we want to come into there. I'm gonna have to pause the stream so I can go get another coffee. I'll leave it. I'll leave it up if you want me to leave it up, and then Yeah, it would be pretty wasteful, and then I can't replace that air. So I'll end up chasing it, right? Okay, so you enter the spaceship. So you open the door down here. So you have to wait for this room to vent, and then you can climb into the room. Then you open this door, and you have to wait for this room to vent into here. Then you can walk through this door, and so you're just chasing that pressure all the way back into here, and I just don't want to do that. So if I can have one room that I can pressurize and depressurize so we can go out to the surface of the moon, that's fine. And that's going to be the same here. I'll have to have another room over here somewhere that I can pressurize and depressurize, or maybe I'll just have this room here. I can make access. Maybe I'll just have a hatch in the ceiling that I can crawl through. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, actually. Let's see. This room here. Maybe I'll get rid of that window or something. We'll see. It's just something I'll have to think about. Or maybe over here. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, essentially, all these other areas are going to breathe. Yeah, except for this area here. What if I could make this... so small. Just not enough room. Maybe I'll extend. Maybe I should extend this wall. Ooh, but then we mess up. Then I'm going to start messing up my balance in here. Okay, I don't want to do that. No, I have to think of something here. How we want to access that. All right, well, I want to finish this and test this room before I take a break. Okay, so we're working on the pumps. So essentially we need two valves. We need an in valve and an out valve. And this is our in. And I'll split it here. And this can be our out. And that way I can change that pump. To fluid out. All right. Fluid in, fluid out. So that comes in. Where do we want to connect this up here? Right here. Oh, can't do that because the valve's in the way. One is forcing air into the pipes. One is sucking air out of the pipes. Let's all right, perfect. Now let's connect that. Maybe. Pump. On-off valve. On-off valve. Pump. Okay, and then my buttons here. Balance in, balance out. got all 3 barometers hooked up, do I? Ship balance is that one there. Okay, let's test that. Yeah, I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up here. Like I say, I'll test this and then I'll just go make a coffee. And oh, I don't think I need to turn. So we turn the monitor on. It's all at 1 because we're at equal atmosphere. I should actually take this let's take this to the moon. Well, what I'll have to do is show on map. Is that editable? It doesn't matter. Actually, make that false. Oh, hold on. I have to do one thing. I have to make sure the brakes are on. If it's gonna be on a hill or something, it'll just roll, right? So let's do that. Let's do that. All right. Okay, now let's test this airlock out. See if it was worth it. Trash that. Add a vehicle. Moon shuttle. All right, make sure it's show on map true. All right, save. Let's test it here. Yeah, even in creative mode, this moon mission spawned and it won't despawn. So what I can try now, that's what I wanted to try, is sleep on a bed and see if that's going to reset our, I guess I'm in testing mode, but let's see if that's going to reset our, so I'm going to clip into the spaceship. And that way I'm inside the pressurized compartment. So we'll close that. Open up here, we'll close that. There we go. Space is 0. So if I say balance in, there we go. Look at that. Now what I'll need to do is change these numbers so they show the decimals, so that way I can just make it more accurate. Nice. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're just testing the airlock on the moon right now. Oh yeah, breathing, so I'm sucking in oxygen and producing carbon. Awesome. Probably won't worry about just a couple of units of gas. couple of units of gas we can afford. We can afford to lose. It's not like we're going to be here for... Cool. Turn that off, and then we can just open that up. And we're actually... Look at the gas level is fairly balanced. So this way you can get in and out of the vehicle, and you're not going to get thrown... You're not going to sit here and go, man, I can't get inside. So I guess I'll need a button here. No, I won't need a button at all. I can just leave that open. And now I'm out into space. On the moon. Okay, so now that we're here, let's test the see if we can launch. Then I'll take a break. I'll go get a coffee. Let's all launch and then we'll go get a coffee here. So we do that and then I've got the buttons backwards. Cool. That's really cool. Oh, now I have to clip into here because I don't actually have a button yet. Where are we? I don't have a button to, sadly. Oh. Oh, where's the door button? That's right there. That's the release button. Did I, didn't bring the door button up. All right. Nice. Oh, did I, what did I do? Wow. Sure lifts off fast. Holy. Whoops. Yeah, one of their the nodes on the RCS thrusters is broken. It doesn't actually want to work. So I think I'll report that as a bug. I'll test it a little bit more, but one of these Y plus doesn't want to fire. It's connected. Y negative fires, but Y plus doesn't want to fire. So, all right. Well, if we keep going up, we are going to actually leave the surface of the moon. So I should probably start coming back down. Oops. Oh, I'm so high up. Nice. All right, well. Oh boy. Oh, that was hard. Yeah, that was a crash. We're down. We're down. So probably what I'll need to do is I'll have to put some sensors on here. I'm guessing some distance sensors, some laser distance sensors. So I can tell, like, use that as a guide. And maybe I'll need to put a parachute on there on the little guy just for whatever, but or maybe I just need to be a better navigator. Okay, so we'll exit this. Yeah, that's that. That's gonna be that. Cool. So we have our airlock. And we have this. Now we just need, I guess we need our crew area. Transfer some buttons. And this probably we're also going to need to do something like this. Yeah, I think this is going to be our access area. That there. This here. Cool. All right, well, I'm just going to take a little break here and get myself a coffee. And I'll leave the stream up for you, Sir Horn, there, and then I'll be back. Probably, I don't know, what am I running at for time here? Holy cow, 2 hours. 2 hours. Almost 3 hours? Yeah, we could probably go for another hour or so. Huh? I think so. We'll have to, let's see. The next part is going to be figuring out the crew. This crew area. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. All right, a little bit of a change of plans here. I'm going to have to end the stream here. It's been almost 3 hours. Thank you so much for watching. I need to fix the nose there. When I come back, we will continue to focus on the crew area. Yeah, I'm going to eat and get ready. I've got to get the kids from school here pretty soon. And that, real life stuff. So thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. You guys are awesome. I really hope you're enjoying the content that I'm throwing out here. I'm trying my best to create vehicles with other vehicles on it, right? Like we made the big ship with the submarine. Now we have our space shuttle with our little mini submarine, I guess you could say, with our little recovery vehicle. So it's just continue to build, and at some point we will be able to test this completely, which is going to be really fun. Maybe we'll do a mission, a rescue mission on the moon or something like that. Yes, anyhow, thank you so much for watching.